Good day, learners! Welcome to our another episode of Learning Science 4, Quarter 3, Module 1B. At the end of this episode, you are expected to achieve the following objectives. Identify objects attracted by magnets. Identify the different kinds of magnets. And describe the force exerted by magnets. From our previous lesson, we already know the effects of force on the size, shape, and movement of an object. If you still remember our lesson, kindly identify the force to be applied to change the size, shape, and movement of the following given materials. Are you ready? You have 10 seconds to answer each item. Time's up! Let us check your answers. To change the size of the paper, force like tearing and cutting can be applied. Is your answer correct? Great! On the second picture, the ruler shape can be changed by applying force like bending. While in the last picture, the box can be moved if pushed or pulled. Force is a push or pull. When force is applied, it can change the size, shape, and movement of an object. To change the shape of an object, force can be applied through pounding, compressing, bending, twisting, tearing, stretching, and squeezing. While size can be changed if force like cutting, stretching, pounding, dropping, and slicing are applied. Are you now ready for our next discussion? Glad to hear that! But before we proceed, let us unlock these words that we may encounter as we go on with our lesson. Match the given words on the left to its meaning on the right. What do you mean by the word repel? Right. It means push away. How about the word attract? What does it mean? Right. It means pull together. Next, how about force? Very good. Force means push and pull, while invisible means can't be seen. Have you ever wondered about the things stuck on your refrigerator door? These objects stick on even without glue or any other adhesives like tapes. If you take a closer look, you can see a black rock-like object on the back, and it is called a... Yes, you're right. It is called a magnet. Magnets can attract different kinds of materials. Let us do an activity and see what materials are mostly attracted to magnets. The following are the needed materials. Gather all the needed materials. Then take the magnet and place it near each of the material. Find out if each material is attracted by the magnet or not. Observe and record your observations on the given table. In classifying the materials, simply mark a check if the material is attracted to the magnet and X if not. Let's begin. First, metal spoon. Second, rubber ball. Third, coins. Next, handkerchief. Iron nails. Next, plastic ruler. Next, tin can. Then, paper. Next, pencil. Last, paper clips. The recorded observation tells us that the tested materials behaved differently. Did you learn something from our activity? That's great! Magnet is an object that attracts other objects made of metals like iron, cobalt, and nickel. Materials like plastic, rubber, wood, paper, cloth or fabric, and glass are non-magnetic, meaning they are not attracted to magnet. A magnet has two ends, called poles. One end is called North Pole, while the opposite end is called South Pole. A magnet is surrounded by a magnetic field. It is an invisible field or area that forces objects to react to its material properties. As shown in the illustration, this magnetic field is strongest at the poles, but weaker along the center areas. When the north pole of one magnet is placed near the south pole of another magnet, the two magnets pull together or attract each other. However, if the poles are the same, they will repel or push away from each other. Again, the same poles repel, while opposite poles attract. This behavioral force of magnets is called magnetism. Magnetism is the push and pull of a magnet. The following are the four widely used kinds of magnets. First is rectangular magnet. These magnets range from 1 mm to 40 mm thick. Second is bar magnets. Magnets that are like those we used in our activities. Next, horseshoe magnets. These are made in the shape of a horseshoe or a U shape. Next is ring magnets. These are circular magnets with a hole at the center. How do you find our lesson? Marvelous! I'm glad that you learned a lot. This time, kindly get your science notebook and answer the following activities. Copy and encircle the magnetic things and box the non-magnetic things. Time's up! Let us check your answers. First item is screw and bolt. And it is very good. It is magnetic. Next is tyropieces. These materials are non-magnetic. Third is pillows. Pillows are non-magnetic. Next is wooden cabinet. A cabinet made of wood is very good, non-magnetic. How about the keys? Are they magnetic or non-magnetic things? Marvelous! Keys have magnetic properties. Next activity, identify the kind of magnet shown. Write the letter of your answer on your notebook. What kind of magnet is shown? A. Bar magnet. B. Ring magnet. C. Horseshoe magnet. Correct. It is a horseshoe magnet. Next, what kind of magnet is shown? A. Bar magnet. B. Ring magnet. C. Horseshoe magnet. Very good. It is a ring magnet. Next, what kind of magnet is shown? A. Bar magnet. B. Ring magnet. C. Horseshoe magnet. What is your answer? Very good. Bar magnet. Identify the force exerted by the magnets as shown in the illustration. A. Repel. B. Attract. The answer is attract. How about in this illustration? What force is exerted by the magnets? Very good. The magnets will repel. Magnets contribute a lot in our daily life activities. One example is shown in the picture. How will you pick up the thumbtacks the easiest and fastest way? Yes, you're right. You can use magnets to retrieve the thumbtacks the easiest way and without hurting yourself. We use magnets in our daily activities. It is widely used in the different technologies that we use nowadays, especially in transportation, engineering, science, and technology. Also, it makes our household materials work. This time, I want you to list down 5 materials or appliances in your house which are made of magnets. Write your answers in your activity notebook. Let us not forget that a magnet is a piece of metal with an invisible force that attracts other metallic objects made of iron, nickel, and cobalt. The ends of a magnet are called poles. When the north pole of a magnet is placed near a south pole of another magnet, the two magnets will pull and attract each other. If the poles are the same, they repel or push each other. The push and pull of the magnet is called magnetism. The magnet's magnetism or invisible force is strong at the poles while weak at the sides. There are 4 kinds of magnets: the rectangular, bar, ring, and horseshoe magnets. To assess the learnings that we have today, please get your activity notebook and copy and answer the following activities. Thank you, learners, for completing this learning episode. See you next time!